Here we are again, the biggest contest in cricket. The Ashes. We're here at the wonderful Gabba ground in Brisbane for the first test of what should be a thrilling series. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me for this match is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the one and only David Gower.
Hi Mike, thanks for that intro. I've been down in the middle looking at conditions. And although there's a good layer of grass on this pitch, it's also showing some signs of wear underneath. It's a little dusty there. But I'd certainly think that bowling first would be a good call. Beautiful clear conditions and not a chance of rain.
Thanks, David. Captains are ready for the toss. Let's join them in the middle.
Called the toss correctly, and they're going to have a bowl.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Welcome to this match between
Anderson has the ball in hand and will get us underway. Hopefully there'll be some swing and bounce with this new ball early on. Sounded good the moment it hit the bat.
It drifted onto the onside, helped into the gap, and down to the boundary.
Yes.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Needs a direct hit.
No, no.
Nicely played.
That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yep.
Very sweet off the bat, and 4 all the way.
A juicy delivery like that on leg stump isn't going to be missed by this batter. They just put it away.
Two boundaries in a row. Time to just focus on line and length again.
Yes.
Well placed. Should get a single.
No.
Well, they were moving quick between the wickets. I thought for a moment they were going to go again. In the end, I reckon that would have been just too risky.
right off the middle of the bat.
That's gone a long, long way, well and truly into the 20s now, and surely looking towards a big score.
Harris comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today. Going with pace now. Caught first ball of the new over. What a disappointment.
The first wicket is down, back to the pavilion, and disappointment is etched on their face. Can't believe they got out like that.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball. Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away.
That ball was just an invitation that was accepted by return of post. Broad will be disappointed with that delivery.
Really good shot there.
No worries on that, to use a very Australian expression. Cut away with precision.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Yep. Well, the communication's not great between these two. There's a lot of hesitation in their calls. On that occasion, looking for a second. In the end, a good decision not to go through with it.
Yes! Great shot. At least one on offer.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yes.
Couldn't get it through the field. Chance! Yeah! Trouble! Oh, gone!
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Smith will be looking to make a strong start to their innings.
Yep.
This should be close.
Yep.
They're fast between the wickets. Good fielding keeps it close, though.
Misses everything.
Oh.
Smith shakes their head. It was there to hit. Couldn't make the most of it.
Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
Up and over the top. There's always more room in the air. One bounce and four. Fantastic shot.
Wow, that's missed a lot.
Nice ball.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Oh, ball.
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
Yep.
Confident appeal. Could it be? Good pickup. Big chance.
Yep.
Straight to the fielder. This could be trouble.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Middle that one. Great timing.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Labuschagne didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
It's wide, and they're all over it. Brilliant square drive. Flies away to the boundary.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Wait. Yeah.
There's a chance if this hits.
No, no.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Hit that hard. Nailed it.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Waiting.
Out. Good catch.
So that's the 3rd wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on. What great reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Drives and misses everything.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Beaten on the drive.
Yes.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep.
Needs to be on target.
Green gets off the mark.
Head ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Into the gap. Nice shot.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
End of the over. Australia are 4 for 64.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible. Massive chance.
No. Oh, bold.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Nice solid defensive shot.
Yes. No.
A direct hit, and this could be gone.
Trouble. Complete mix-up between these two. Just avoided an embarrassing run-out.
Yes.
This could be out.
Didn't push hard enough maybe between the wickets, and that prevented them getting back for two. Wise decision in the end not to take the fielder on.
Bowled him. Beauty, absolute beauty.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. Gone. Brilliant in the field.
The trudge back to the pavilion. Disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
Right on.
They'll push hard. Should get back for two.
Good return there, back from the deep.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Well, that was just an awesome delivery. Whiz past the batsman, the umpire... says that's the first of two. I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Gone right through the defences.
The ball did just enough to beat the bat, and this innings has ended before it could start. Out bowled for a duck.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Stark, whose first task is getting themselves settled.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Oh, that's a spot.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
England found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards.
Oh, good bowling.
Broad with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Yeah. Well bowled.
A little late on that, no run scored.
They'll get at least one. Huge appeal. There's trouble here. Could that be out? Looks so.
Another one, 8 wickets gone. You feel it's just a matter of time now. A few decent deliveries could see the end.
Nathan Lyon is the new batter at number 10.
Yeah. Oh, nice ball. Yep. No. Yes. No.
Stark shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Well bowled.
Just threw the shot too early.
Poor shot. Really lucky. Strong appeal. could be close.
No, no. Yep. Oh, that's the spot.
Another one goes off to the sheds. That's 9 down. We might be looking at some changes in the Australian lineup for the next match. Nothing seemed to be working for them in this match. England winning convincingly.
That's all from... Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Adelaide Oval. There's a great crowd building for what is promising to be another exciting chapter in an already enthralling Test series. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me for this match is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the irrepressible David Gower.
Thanks, Athers. We're almost ready to get underway. I've been down in the middle looking at conditions. And early on might benefit batting. It's a tough call and will really depend on the lineup and if there are spinners to call upon. Beautiful clear conditions and not a chance of rain.
Thanks, David. It's time for the toss. Let's join them pitch side to see who'll be batting first.
The home team winning the toss and have decided to bat first.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Welcome to this match between Australia and England. Please make the players and umpires welcome as they take to the field.
Anderson has the ball in hand and will get us underway. Hopefully there'll be some swing and bounce with this new ball early on.
Yes.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Now that was beautifully struck with a perfect straight bat.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake. Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
Anderson could do nothing about it. Hammered out the ground, just watched it sail away.
Root, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Super piece of timing.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
A bounce. Off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? Just about timed that perfectly.
Got it well enough to get it away to the boundary, a poor delivery, and a fine shot in the end.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yes.
Picks the gap perfectly. Massive chance.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Super shot that.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
That's the end of the over. Just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do but watch as the ball goes all over the ground. The team will be after a positive innings from this batter, a great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the Cathedral end. Misses everything.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Broad shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now. Wow, that's missed a lot.
Yep.
Nice solid defensive shot. Trouble! Oh, gone!
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Solid defence, very compact. Chance!
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Labuschagne gets off the mark.
5 runs added there. Australia are 1 for 29. Anderson from the City end.
Bit of shape on the way through. Labuschagne happy just to watch it go by.
Waiting. Yep.
Decide against the second way too late. I think they would have been well short if they had have continued on.
This should be close.
Gets back in time. A good decision against taking the risky second run.
Got right in behind it.
Yep. No. Yep. No.
Could be close.
Yep. No.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance of a run out in the first place.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Got that one. Clean out of the middle. 4 off a brilliant shot.
Oh, nice ball.
That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Over. Australia are 1 for 35. Great shot. At least 1 on offer. Perfect technique and placement.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it...
Maxwell takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries.
Wait.
Straight to the fielder. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Wood, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the Cathedral end.
Good bowling.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Lovely shot, straight back past the bowler.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Catch him!
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with aplomb.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Yep.
There's a chance if this hits.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
End of the over. 9 runs coming from. Australia are 3 for 61.
Yep.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. This could be out.
I'd say that was the right call not to run again. There's some strong up. Arms out there in the field.
No shot offered. There's trouble here.
They ran hard between the wickets. Just fantastic running. Leg bias to the total.
Yep.
A direct hit and this could be gone.
They make it back, but that was much closer than it needed to be.
bold.
Maybe they didn't pick it up very late on that shot.
Yeah. Go.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected. No interest in that one from the batter. Anderson will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
End of the over. Australia are 3 for 68. Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Wait.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
Yep.
Exquisitely done on the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep. No.
Good pickup. Big chance.
No.
A bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication.
Yeah.
They'll push hard. Should get back for 2.
Bowler. No.
Another one gone. The fourth wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
Cameron Green is the new batsman at number 6.
Wait. Yes.
Needs to be on target.
Go.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
8 runs added there. Australia. Are 4 for 76. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the City end. Beautiful cover drive. A hint of movement in the air and eased towards the boundary.
That was pure elegance. Right out of the textbook, that shot.
Absolutely nailed it.
That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Catch it.
Lovely shot. Good seam position, but over-pitched and got what it deserved.
It was in the air for a long time, but 4 bounced just inside the rope.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder? That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter, right at the top of their game.
Drives and misses everything. Needs a direct hit.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
This could be trouble. End of the over, 21 from it. Australia are 4 for 97.
Yes.
Great shot through the gap.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
Wait.
Out! What a catch!
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
Oh, yes.
A well-directed short ball sways out of the way.
Yes. No.
Oh, that would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Beaten on the drive.
Wood with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up. Well, there was a moment of hesitation, a few calls of yes and no. In the end, no damage done.
4 runs added in that over. Australia are 5 for 101.
Yeah.
Oh my, that's racing away.
Fielders there in the covers, but they put it right into the gap. That's a beautiful shot. Well, that was just an awesome delivery. Whiz past the batsman. The umpire says that's the first of 2.
Yep. Yeah. No.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Nicely played.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
Loud shout. Caught. What a position to set there. A brilliant catch.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
Cummins is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on.
Yes.
That was strong running. They did think about the third, but I think in the end, right. Held off. A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Yes.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Solid defence, very compact.
End of the over.
Gave them very little in that over, 1 run added. Australia are 8 for 146. Wood from the Cathedral end.
Yep.
Nice solid defensive shot.
Yep.
Tricky, well played.
Yes. No. Yep. No.
Could that be out? Looks so.
Another one goes off to the sheds. That's 9 down. Some good bowling finding this tail out. And it certainly feels like this is close to the finish.
It's a new batter at number 11. Please give them a round of applause.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Misses everything.
Oh, that's spots.
Got right in behind it.
Yep. No.
Good spot there, making it difficult to get away.
Yes. No.
Comfortable single if they take it.
Well, they decided against the run. Not sure why, if I'm being honest. They'd have made it very comfortably.
Just the 1 run off the over. Australia are 9 for 147. Caught for First ball of the new over. What a disappointment. They've been bundled out for not many at all. The bowlers have done their job, just need the batting to finish it off. We're ready to get this innings underway. There's a huge opportunity with the time left, and with this batting order to build a strong lead and put themselves well ahead in this game.
Yep.
Burns got nothing on that as it goes over the rope.
Good runs, good shot, first ball of the innings.
Yep.
Edged, unplayable.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength.
Yep, yep.
Not a great delivery as it goes down to the boundary. That'll go into the books as extras.
They shouldn't be able to get that many runs without hitting the ball. What on earth is that fielder doing? No interest in that one from the batter. Cummins will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
Yes.
Sprayed that very wide. Hits the boundary rope. The keeper had no chance there.
Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide. You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make... a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries.
Field moving around a bit here, trying to stop the batters getting singles.
Yes.
Great shot. Great timing.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
The field comes up, looking to stop the easy singles. That was a pretty wild delivery, lost all control.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Well, he took all the pace off it. The response was good, actually. It was met very solidly with a very straight bat.
Yep.
Right in the slot, right where they like it. The ball races to the boundary.
One of those ones where you really have to make sure you watch it all the way onto the bat. Picked up the slower one nicely. A well-directed short ball sways out of the way.
Yes.
right out of the middle.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Yep.
Good shot. A beauty.
All the signs that they're reading the ball well. Guided it away off the back foot to the boundary.
Smith ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
That was a lovely strike down the ground. Managed it so easily.
Green takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries. Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it will be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Runs it off the face of the bat, almost behind point. Plenty of chasing to pull this one back.
4 runs. They were so still at the... That was one of the easiest wins at this...
Anderson takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries. Shouldered arms. A horrible piece of batting. That total just means the bowlers have really got to be on their game. Feels a really below par score. Start of the innings, and they will just want to build on the small lead they already have. Just back. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Wait there.
Straight to the fielder.
And with that, they're off the mark.
England get through another over, only one from it. Absolutely nailed it.
It was short and wide, not much invitation needed, and picked off very easily.
Hazelwood shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now.
No interest in that one from the batter. Hazelwood will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
Drives and misses everything. Needs a direct hit.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Bowler is confident on this one. Gone, it's a good catch. They've been bundled out and not many at all. The bowlers have done their job, just need the batting to finish it off. Into the final innings. Likely you would think this will go into a fifth and final day. The openers will want to knock off this total quickly, tonight if they can.
The captain bringing a good balance to this field, I think. A lovely shorter ball, just keeping them honest. Still got a chance to use another one in this over. Great shorter ball, well played though, didn't flinch. Was able to leave the ball comfortably. And that's the end of the short stuff for this over.
Quick onto that in the infield.
A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper. That was a good slower ball. Picked up well though. Got that defensive shot in, nice and simple. Warner gets off the mark.
That's the over. Australia are none for 3. A new bowler is coming into the attack. No shot offered.
Well-directed short ball, sways out of the way. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. Well, that was just an awesome delivery. Whiz past the batsman. The umpire says that's the first of two. You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
The over ends with no change to the scoring. After some superb bowling, it looks tough to find ways of getting the ball away.
A lovely shorter ball, just keeping them honest. Still got a chance to use another one in this over. That ball just fizzed off the pitch. A superb delivery, although they can't do any more short stuff this over. Shoulders, arms, and true to the wicketkeeper.
They'll get at least one. There'll be one run here for them.
It was just a little bit wide. Well picked up and let the ball do all the work, really, to push it down towards third man.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. A couple on offer here.
Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter.
England kept the batters quiet in that over. So far, though, no wickets for the endeavour being shown. Going with pace now.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
Harris got nothing on that as it goes over the rope.
It looked a pretty good delivery, to be honest. Umpire, though, has given it as a wide.
Got right in behind it.
Well, he took all the pace off it. The response was good, actually. It was met very solidly with a very straight bat. Just threw the shot too early.
A miserly over is completed, just one off it.
Yes!
Lovely shot. Good seam position, but over-pitched and got what it deserved.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.